It's Beer and Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Morrisons traditional steak and ale with cheesy mash. It's 400 grams. And the beer is the BlackJack Beers Barrel Aged Fullhouse Bretted Double IPA. It's a whiskey cider cask barrel at 9% ABV. And if you have a look at this here, it was brewed in 2016, but it says here best before 3 years from the 3rd of October 2016, so it's May 2019. It's about June, July, August, September, about 5 months away from its sell-by date. So I aged it because I had the other beer in this series a few years ago and I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. So I thought to myself, I'll age the other one, see if it's any better. What we'll do first, this goes in the microwave for about 3 minutes. So we'll get this in the microwave. Bloody hell. Oh. There we go. Chuck that in there. Still working out how to use this thing. We done it! We got the microwave working. Okay, let's get this beer out now. Since that beer explosion, I've been like, it rattled me up massively. So, bretted, fermented, double IPA. This could go bang. It's okay! It's okay! And look at that, after 3 years, looks like a normal beer. Stuck the microwave on the wrong setting. I think that's the right setting. I'm no good with microwaves. This whole like beer and food cooking thing I've started involves me using a microwave more than I normally. I never used to use a microwave. Not that I was against the things, but never really. I'm more of an oven or a grill man, or a toasty machine man, or a George Foreman griddler type person. Very rarely do I warm stuff in the microwave. I did a job for a neighbour, elderly neighbour, lives a couple of doors down from me, and she knows I'm doing this whole food thing now. She takes my parcels when I'm out, the beer parcels, the food parcels, and she said to me as a gift, I just altered her kitchen doors for her. She gave me this, she said, oh yeah, I know you like the reviews, I know you're doing the food, so she said, here's a steak and ale with cheesy mash pie. And I thought, why not? Why not? Bang in a microwave, see what we get from it. I don't normally eat ready meals. On to the beer then. Now we got a little bit of cloudiness coming on. We got a 2 to 3 finger whitehead. I'm hoping for better things now I've aged the beer. Good levels of carbonation after 3 years of aging. Let's get the aroma. Smells so much better. It smells like a different beer. The other beer was just, I can't remember. I just know I didn't like it. And I just know that I sat this in the cupboard because I didn't like the other version of this beer. But it was time to get it out. Really funky. Really fresh. There's a bit of pineapple coming through. The hops smell really good after 3 years. Remarkable, isn't it? Let's dive in. It's 9% ABV. Cheers. Oh, it's got a big acidity on the back end, but I think it's been aged in cider barrels. A whiskey cider cask barrel. You definitely get that kind of cider whiskey acidity, the woodiness, but it's a brilliant flavour. It really is a brilliant flavour. Did I do the right thing by aging? I'm sure I have, because it's got a fantastic head on it. Smells good, tastes really good compared to the other beer. Tastes really good. It probably just needed a bit more time in the bottle. Loads of carbonation, pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Then there's some kind of malt flavours coming through, biscuit malt. I'll get that in a minute. I'm enjoying the beer too much. There's some biscuit malt, there's some kind of sweetness coming through, and then it's all about that fruity hop in the middle, and then sourness, horse blanketiness, bitterness from the hops, acidity from the cider vinegar, vanilla from the oak. Bonkers. A little bit of whiskey flavour in there. Incredible beer. So pleased I've aged it. I think just everything needed time just to take off the rough edges. And if you get a rough kind of... I'm sure BlackJack beers won't mind, but the first beer of this, I think it had a green label on it rather than a blue. Can't even remember the beer now from 3 years ago. But I just remember really not liking it. And I bought these beers, they were £4 each, so I spent £8 on 2 bottles. And I was like, oh, what a waste of money. But that's kind of like changed now. I don't feel like that anymore because this actually tastes really good. Happy. And it was a bit of an experiment. Had the first beer fresh, wasn't very good, really rough around the edges. This one, what a find. I just thought to myself, what on earth am I going to pair with this? And I just thought, oh, I'll get that bottle. And it's been sat in the cupboard for 3 years. That's why I was expecting a little bit of a bottle bomb. It's gone through 3 summers of warm weather in the cupboard, and I've been thinking, oh, is it going to explode on me? But no, it's behaved really well. It's terrific. Really funky horse blankety. It tastes fresh, like a fresh IPA. Let's get this. Oh, it smells like aeroplane food. I love aeroplane food. There's something about aeroplane food that just works for me. Right, I'm gonna put it on there, bring it up to the camera, release the lid because otherwise I'm gonna burn my fingers. And there's a reason why I don't eat microwave foods. It's all this plastic going over 100 degrees and can't be healthy. I'm sorry, it can't be healthy for your body. You'll have to excuse me a moment, guys. I've just found these are the things of evil. I hate these. Mushrooms. Oh. They can go straight in the food bin. Meat. Yeah, the mushrooms can go in the food bin. Do you think mushrooms are the devil's work? I'm sure they are. How can anybody... I just don't... I'm just not a fan of mushrooms at all. Look at them swimming in my gravy. They can all go in there. I think that's it now. Right, there's your steak, there's your mash. I'm gonna chuck it. Yeah, chuck that on there. There we go. Right, what was I saying? I was talking about microwaves and plastic, heating plastic stuff up in the microwave. For me, I used to work in a pub called the Royal Hotel in Barry. Just a quick story before we start on this. And we have a silicones factory in Barry called Dow Corning. Dow Corning makes everything from plastic boobs, silicone boobs, to toothpaste tubes, to actual toothpaste, to everything basically. This massive factory makes Dow Corning. You may see the tubes of silicone with Dow Corning written on them. That's their brand. Anyway, one old boy used to come up to the pub. I used to serve him every night of the week. He used to come in and he would always buy glass bottles of milk. He would never buy plastic bottles of milk. He would never buy anything really with plastic in. His argument was he lost all his friends. He lost all his friends through cancer, and he reckons that when plastic gets to a certain temperature, it leaks. It naturally leaks stuff into whatever it's holding. Like, okay, so for argument's sake, milk. But his argument was that it doesn't have to be hot. He said there's always a certain leakage of plastic, even cold plastic, that, say your plastic milk bottle is going to seep a certain amount, probably small percentages of some kind of toxins into the milk. So his argument was that he lost his whole friends. He just counted himself lucky because he worked with all of these people, and he was like 90, and he just counted himself lucky that he didn't get cancer. And he just went down the way of, I'm only buying glass milk bottles and I'm not sticking stuff in the microwave, and I'm not like microwaving plastic and raising the temperature of the plastic in the microwave. It's only going to do nasty things to my body. So I took that on board. I was 19 when I was working in the pub. I took that on board and I never forgot it. It was one of them things that stuck in my mind. So I'm not gonna, of course, the neighbour, my kind neighbour, has donated me this dish. I'm not gonna leave it go to waste. I'm gonna put it in the microwave, but you don't see much microwave ready meals on the channel. This is a bit of an exception. Anyway, cheesy mash, bit of beef, nice lumps of beef actually. Look at that. Oh, it's a bit. Not bad actually. This for me, kind of hearty winter's meal. Look at that, you got an onion there, you got some beef in there, some cheesy mash. Not bad at all. And then here's me, after giving a massive speech about plastic and whatever, standing here saying this doesn't taste too bad at all. There's always a flip side. There is always a flip side in life. And the flip side is, this is pure convenience. This is meal, 3 minutes in the microwave, put a couple of fork marks in it, bang it in, 3 minutes, you got yourself something healthy. And that's gonna sell to the public. The public will buy into that. They certainly will. The gravy's rich. The mash is fluffy. The onions are tasty. I can't stop diving into it. That is really good. And you get a little bit of the ale as well. The rich gravy is always, when you get really rich gravy, tends to be, they put some ale in there. It's Ruddle's brown ale. I didn't even know Ruddle's did a brown ale. Ruddle's brown ale, blimey. There we go, 6% of it is Ruddle's brown ale. Right, okay, we're done with the ready meal. Thank you, my neighbour, I'll probably send her the video. Thank you to my neighbour for giving me the food. And I hope you understand my whole speech with the whole plastic thing and the reason why I don't buy ready meals. I hope you kind of understand that part of it. Rating for the beer then. Look at all the sediment now in the bottom of that glass, but it's all kind of made its way to the bottom. This has really surprised me. This is the biggest surprise of my week. I just turned away from this beer for 3 years. I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't drink it. The first beer was terrible, can't drink it, awful. I've opened it after 3 years and it's really nice. All the rough edges have been taken off it. Rating for this 9% beer then. Great head. Look at the head for a 9% beer. Look at the way that beer is kind of, you can see the age as I know I'm banging on about the age of this beer now, but you can see that age has been really kind to this beer. I like that enough to give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Absolutely fantastic. As for this steak in ale with cheesy mash pie, what do I say? It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's a double-edged sword. If you're always in a rush, if you don't always have time to cook 5-star gourmet meals in your kitchen and you only have a bit of time to knock up a quick microwave meal, then you're going to enjoy this. You really are going to enjoy this. If you're a bit more kind of conscious like myself of plastics and microwaves and everything else, then you may not enjoy it as much. So I'm just going to give you my honest opinion on this. I like it enough to give it, if somebody handed me that and I was eating it, I'd give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. But just for the amount of, there's going to be a massive amount of salt in here as well. Yeah, look at the salt. 1.93 grams of salt. So there's loads of salt in there as well, just to keep that thing fresh. So, bearing in mind my health, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Thanks for watching this rather long beer and food review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope your patience haven't worn too thin. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.